Yeah, well, 20 years ago I was just starting out in my cricketing career down at the local boys club, so I don't think that at that moment in time thought that I would be playing for Australia. I probably didn't even recognise that there was an Australian women's team, so 20 years ago feels like a very long time, but I'm pretty pumped to be sitting here where I am at the moment.
Yeah, 20 years ago I didn't see myself playing cricket, that's for sure. I mean, I think how much has changed in the 20 years is incredible. I didn't know it was an actual career option until I kind of debuted for Australia, which is crazy. I mean, I kind of got thrown into it at 19 and things have developed so much even in that time, but 20 years ago I hadn't even heard of the team, so yeah, it's all different now.
No, I think it's pretty surreal to think back when I started playing cricket nearly 20 odd years ago that I'm sitting here today, you know, wearing the green and gold. It was obviously always a dream back then, but back then I didn't really know of all the pathways, so I only ever thought that I'd have to play in the men's Australian team. So it's awesome to now see how far women's cricket has come, and that you know, that we are doing it day in, day out now.
I can definitely say that I could not imagine that this would be my life. I feel extremely fortunate to be in the position that I'm in. I was 20 years ago, and I could only have dreamt of playing cricket for Australia, but I was also dreaming of becoming a vet at the time. Yeah, I guess I had you know, aspirations and dreams to represent Australia, but I never once thought that I could do that as a job or be a full-time athlete. So yeah, I guess because of the support of Commonwealth Bank and a lot of other people, it's yeah, it's a possibility. And
when I was really young, I think about probably 12 or 13, I remember meeting the Australian women's team for the first time. Players like Belinda Clark, Catherine Fitzpatrick, Mel Jones and Joanne Broadbent, who's still one of my coaches now. CommBank was sponsoring that team at the time, so I've got real vivid memories of the Commonwealth Bank sponsoring women's cricket from that moment. Unfortunately, it was 18 years ago now. But yes, certainly they've been pretty entrenched in cricket for a long time, and particularly in the Australian women's cricket team.
Definitely don't think I had really thought about what I wanted to do when I was 7 years old, but yeah, I loved sport. I loved being involved in all different kinds of sport, but certainly cricket was one of my favourites, and it just stuck. And yeah, I think, you know, looking at the evolution of that over a 20-year period, and to have someone like CommBank come along the whole way, they've got a really great understanding of women's cricket, and I think that's what makes them such great supporters as well, is because they really, you know the whole history of the game, really. So yeah, it's amazing to think what happens in 20 years, and I can't imagine what it's going to be like in another 20 either.